Hi, in the previous two videos, we have seen how to create images and how to create variations of a reference image using OpenAI DALL-E generative AI models. Today we are going to see how we can edit those images. Okay, so we are going to edit a particular portions of the image. All right. Okay, let's start with the parameters. Now here we are editing an image, right? So we need the reference image as an input, and this must be in PNG format and size less than 4 MB, and it should be of square, so equal height and width, right? And then we need another image of same size, the resolution. This image will act as a mask, so to indicate which portions of the reference image should be regenerated or modified, right? So the fully transparent areas, those gets updated when we run through DALL-E model, right? And then we can have a prompt that's again maximum 1000 characters. So wherever we have the transparent areas on the masking image, the prompt gets created in the form of an image in that area. Okay, so we will see, it will be clear when we see the example. Now we can ask for the number of images between 1 to 10, and there are 3 sizes as we already know, and the response format also either URL or binary 64. Okay, so we are working with this 512 by 512 images. Now we have a reference image created in the previous videos. Now let's create a mask image. Okay, so we are creating the mask with the same size and equal height and width. So we are using this image function from PIL library. So we are creating an image. Now this is the color coding. It can be RGB or RGBA. Now it's called this alpha channel. It has an extra channel called alpha. It's about the opacity of the image. So the second argument is the image size, and the third argument is the image color. Okay, so the image color, we are simply setting everything to 0, including the alpha channel. So we are creating basically an opaque image. And then what we do is, I think this should be 1, sorry. This should be 1. Yeah. So we are going to create a very simple mask because this is for demonstration purpose. So we are going to create the bottom half of the image to be transparent. But the mask don't have to be this simplistic. I'll explain when we look at the images. Okay. So here what we are doing is we have an image with 512 by 512 resolution, right? And then what we are doing is with this loop, we are going to the bottom half of the image, and pixel by pixel, we are setting the alpha channel also to be 0. So the first half of the image has alpha channel value 1, and the second half of the image has alpha channel value 0. So this makes the image transparent, right? So wherever we have this transparency, that's where the image gets regenerated or edited based on what prompt we give as input, right? So here we are saving the mask. Okay. All right. So let's call the edit function. As we discussed, we need a reference image. We will see this image in a minute, and we have a mask image. So here we are inputting the reference and mask, and then we have the prompt, right? So this prompt gets generated in the form of an image wherever we have the transparency on this mask, right? That location. So we are asking for 2 images and the same size 512 by 512 and the output in B64 format. This we have seen before. It's a dictionary, basically the data, the number of elements equal to the number of images. So we are going over the response data and saving those images as image edit 0 and image edit 1. Okay, so let's look at those images. Now this is our reference image. Okay, this one we created in the first video, and then we have used the mask image. Our mask image contain the bottom half of the image as transparent, right? So when we edit the image, the first half should remain as it is, and the second half should be regenerated based on the prompt. We gave same prompt, I mean same prompt, so it should be somewhat similar. So as you can see here, the first this is the generated image number 1, or the edited image. So the first half, it's exactly the same as our reference image, and the second half of the image gets regenerated. So here this monkey is holding a banana, whereas it has this empty hand, and some other fruits are created here, right? So this is the second image created. As you can see, the first half is exactly the same as the reference image, and the second half of the image is generated. Now this is very simplistic mask, but the real application would be, maybe in this reference image we might want to replace this banana with our some other image, right? So when we create the mask, we will be more careful to make this portion of the image transparent, and then we can say an apple, right? So this banana gets replaced with the apple. Or we might want to give a different hand, we might want to give a color to this hand, right? So in that case, we will choose the pixels of this hand as the mask or as the transparent image. Maybe we might want to replace this head with more human-like head, or maybe more robotic-like head, or some other animal head, etc. Right? So by choosing the mask carefully, we can edit specific portions of the image. I mean, we can regenerate with whatever we want using the prompt. Okay, I hope that's clear. That's all for today. Thank you very much.